Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're making a recipe that dates back hundreds of years, all the way to the Renaissance era, where farmers and common people would make dishes just like this as it gave them the energy to tackle on a hard day's work. We're talking Spanish poor man's beans and rice. This is known as Alubias con arroz a lo pobre. And let me tell you, this dish is filled with so many simple yet delicious flavors. It's made with basic ingredients you most likely already have on hand as you're watching this. And the best part is all done in about 40 minutes. Folks, serve this dish next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish wine. More specifically from the region of Valdepeñas, you have yourself a fabulous meal. Alright, just jump right into this. I'm going to add in 1 liter of vegetable broth into a saucepan, which is 4 1/4 cups. You can also use chicken broth here, or even water if you like. Just make sure to season accordingly if you're using water. Either way, link on how to make my homemade veggie broth in the description box below. Then we'll add in 1 bay leaf and heat it with a medium heat. At the same time, I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat as well. And add in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. Of course, you can use any oil you like here. It's just extra virgin is what's typically used in Spain, as it gives dishes like this a beautiful lift of flavors. Link where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to finely chop 1 medium-sized onion and roughly chop 6 cloves of garlic. And like I've told you in prior videos, if you prefer, you can chop the ingredients before heating the pan. Then we'll add the chopped onion and garlic into the hot fry pan. And we'll mix them around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously, that way everything evenly sautés. After 3 to 4 minutes and the onions are slightly translucent, it's time to add in the rice. I'm going to measure out half a cup of rice, which is 95 grams, and add it into the fry pan. I'm using Spanish short grain rice, which is similar to arborio. Of course, you can use any rice you like here. Just make sure to check the package instructions. That way you get your cooking times right on the money. And we'll mix the rice around continuously with the garlic and onion and go for about 2 minutes here. And I tell you, by taking this step and lightly frying the rice, it's going to give it an incredible texture and flavor. After frying the rice for 2 minutes, I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 5 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix. And like I've told you before, when you're working with paprika in a hot pan, you want to mix it in there quickly, otherwise it can easily get a bitter flavor. Then we'll add in half a cup of tomato sauce, which is 120 grams. I made mine by finely grating fresh tomatoes, but you can also use canned tomato sauce here, which is similar to passata. And we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a few minutes. While tomato sauce is simmering, let's start prepping the beans. I'm going to drain 2 cans of pinto beans into a colander and rinse the beans under some water. Size of the cans that I'm using are 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams each. And for this recipe, you can use any type of beans you like. After simmering the tomato sauce for about 5 minutes, and you can see it's really thickened, we'll add in the rinsed beans. And then we'll grab our simmering vegetable broth and gently pour it into the fry pan. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. And we're going to simmer this for about 18 minutes or until the rice is just cooked through. Once again, make sure to check the package instructions in the rice you're using. That way you get your cooking times right on the money. And I do tell you, you do want to mix this every 2 to 3 minutes, as that's going to help release the starch in the rice, which gives this dish a slightly creamy texture. After simmering the rice for 18 minutes and it's just cooked through, this is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat and transfer some of the mixture into a shallow bowl. And we'll garnish with some Spanish guindilla peppers, which are similar to Italian pepperoncinis. Link where you get the ones I'm using in the description box below. Check it out, our Spanish poor man's beans and rice is done. Easy to make, simple and humble ingredients, and all done in about 40 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, alubias con arroz a lo pobre, truly what honest home cooking is all about. Here we go. These are so good. and they're not too spicy. For me, another dish, wow, where less is more and the simple things are the best things. As we have such humble ingredients, we got so many flavors out of this. The beans absorbed everything in the pan. The rice adds the texture, and the rest of the ingredients, that beautiful lift of goodness. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a crunchy baguette and a bar of Spanish wine from the beautiful region of Valdepeñas, you're gonna have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Alan M. Hirschman, Emily Hamilton, and Britt Saunders. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below. If you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.